Alright class, my name is Arkady Hunjiev and welcome to Math 25 for the spring 2020 semester here. Let me log into the class itself. We can put a few things here together. This video is just introduce me and then introduce the syllabus itself to the class here. So this is the West Hills College website. I'm going to log in as an instructor, but we'll get going to the class itself here. So as you know, the way you get to your class, you access my courses right here. If you want to click on it and then save it as a bookmark, that's fine too. My credentials are already there to begin with here, and these are the classes that I'm teaching. Our class is going to be right here, Math 25 C09. So clicking on that one gets you where we need to be. So this is the home page. Just real quick here about myself. We'll go through the Canvas site a little bit later here, but I just want to introduce myself. Here's me. A profile pic here. There it is. My name is Arkady Hunjiev. I've taught at West Hills College for a little bit over 15 years. I've taught at the high school level as well as the community college level, and hold a bachelor's degree in mathematics. I have a master's degree in mathematics as well, and that's a little picture of me right over there. So I encourage you guys to put in your profile picture as well and write a little bio about yourself as well, as I do look at these throughout the course. Alright, but let's get back to the course itself. Let's jam to this one right here, and we're just going to focus just on the syllabus, just so you know what I require of you. The main thing that I'm going to repeat several times is you do need to email me today that you want to stay in the class, and then also you have to sign up for the publisher site where you guys are going to turn in all your work. Alright, so real quick here, let's go for it here. So this is the Math 25 Introduction to Stats. The textbook for the class, it's by Larson and Farber. It's called Elementary Statistics. There's the ISBN number to it as well over here. The textbook looks like this, Elementary Statistics. This is I just pulled it off on a Chegg website, chegg.com. But here it is. There's a text that has the world and little pictures inside of the world here. But Elementary Statistics Picturing the World. There it is. And then it has the 12-digit ISBN as well as the 13-digit ISBN right here. So the question really comes up is, do you need a textbook, physical textbook in your hand? The answer is no. When you sign up for the publisher website, there is a free ebook already on the site itself. So at that point, there's no need to purchase a physical textbook unless you really, really want to. In that case, I would suggest renting, such as from a website like this, chegg.com, or even going to amazon.com, and renting it for the semester. Alright, getting back to our syllabus here. So my name there, we are going to do office hours through something called Zoom, and I'll post that schedule once we get going with the semester. So you are in Math 25. It is a statistics class, so here's all the different topics that goes into a statistics class. We will cover each of those. Hopefully by the end of the class you will know most, if not all of it. The course objectives are the central things that you should know. There are 17 of them. We're not going to read each of them right now because there's no use, since you don't know what those mean as of yet. There is a student learning outcome exam in this class, and I'll explain a little further on in the syllabus here, but you're going to have a test on these three things. These three things are almost like the essential pieces of the class itself. Alright, have to mention this one, institutional student learning outcomes. If you think about any class that you've ever taken at West Hills College, it should fall under one of these 7 headers. Communication competency, that's more like the English class and the speech classes. Analytical thinking or critical thinking, you may have had that in other classes here. Our class falls under quantitative reasoning, it's how to deal with numbers. Alright, so let's keep on going. So here's the meat of the syllabus here, lectures. How are you going to know, since this is an online class, how are you going to even look at how to do this stuff? So I've kind of made two different separate pieces here. So there are PowerPoint slides. They are on the Canvas site itself, which will be in the next video. Okay, the PowerPoint slides can be found in the module page as well as the files folder on the Canvas site. And if you need an ADA compliant version, it is in the files folder as well. Then what you're going to do, as you look at those PowerPoint videos, you're going to go also to the My Lab site. You're going to click on something called Multimedia Library, and you're going to have to search. You're going to search for the section Video Lectures. And once you do that, there'll be a lecture, roughly ranging maybe from about 6 minutes to about 14 minutes per section. There'll be a lady explaining the topic at hand. So that's probably the best way I can sort of set up this scenario so that you have PowerPoint videos PowerPoint slides you can look at. You can also look at the videos. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to do online homework, and right over here I kind of put in where you're going to do it. So this is the My Lab and Mastery site. The online homework you're going to do at the My Lab and Mastery site. Online homework is going to be due the same day the whole chapter is due, but I suggest you don't wait until the last minute. You probably want to pace yourself for the end of the chapter each time. There are chapter tests, again, at the My Lab and Mastery site. Those are called post tests. They're part of the online assignments, and as we get to that piece on the next video, you'll see a little more of that here. So there is a midterm exam that's not on your calendar yet. It will be a little bit later, but the midterm exam, it's going to be a cumulative exam covering most of the topics up to date in the class itself. And you get 2 attempts at this. So real quick here, the difference really between the chapter tests is you get 4 attempts, and there's no penalty for getting it wrong. Once you get to the midterm exam, you have 2 attempts. The second attempt gives you a 10% penalty for that. Alright, then you're going to have discussion boards, roughly worth 100 points by the end of it all, but that is going to be on the Canvas site, so you kind of know where you need to find them. Normally when I set it up, I will send you a email saying that there's a discussion board, and I usually keep them open for about a week. Then there's the SLO exam, as I mentioned earlier. That is going to be on the Canvas site, and it's pretty much the West Hills College math faculty getting together, thinking about what some questions that really are the essence of the class itself, and that'll be worth points in the class. And the final exam, that is not going to be on Canvas. That is a typo. That's going to be on the My Lab and Mastery piece, and it's going to be just like the midterm, just covering much more of the topics covered. So it's still the same thing. You get 2 attempts. The second attempt gives you a 10% penalty. I'll give you more specifics as we get there. Alright, what you need to do, this is very, very important here. Initially, you will need to email me saying that you want to stay in the class on the first day of class. I need that to know. It's kind of like showing up on the first day of class for a face-to-face class. Email me saying, Mr. Hajiev, my name is so-and-so, I want to stay in the class. That's all I need, and I won't drop you. Additionally, what you need to know, what you need to do is you need to sign up for the My Math Lab, or sometimes called My Lab, by Wednesday. There's a 14-day free trial period on it, so then you can look at it for 14 days, see if you like it, see if you can keep up with the pace of the class, and if you're all good to go, you do need to purchase then the subscription. I believe it is a 12-month subscription from the date of purchase. All right, and then I'll show you how to link that on the Canvas site. But very, very important. Here it is. There's the most important piece right here is email me on the first day of class saying that you want to stay. Second is sign up for the My Math Lab by Wednesday. Alright, then there's some extra information about contacting me. When should you do that? We are going to hold office hours as well. Starting about the second week of class, I'll figure out what works best for my schedule still, since everything is going online at this point. And then the drop date. So if you say you can't keep up with the class, you're done, please drop yourself from the class. The drop date is the 1st of May. After that, if you are still enrolled in the class, You will receive a letter grade. So really right here, it's the obligation rests upon you to drop yourself from the course if you wish to no longer attend. So I figured the easiest possible scoring method is just 1,000 points. 1,000 points, 200 points for homework, 200 points for the post-tests. The midterm is also 200 points. The discussion boards add a total of 100 points. SLO exam would be a total of 100 points, and the final exam would be 200 points. And so one little extra piece of information is on the final and midterm, you do have to score more than 70% as an average. So read that to make sure you understand that. If you just really bomb the midterm and the final, then you will not be able to pass the class. And conduct. Conduct, ensure that every student has the ability and the environment to achievement here. Conduct is enforced in this, so any conduct forbidden by school regulations or conduct which is disturbing to other members of the class, I may come and talk to you about it. If there's behavior still persists, I will go ahead and drop you from the class. And then we do have support services as well. Take a look at the catalog. There's a lot of them. The one I really want to mention is Disabled Students Program and Services. It's called DSPS. So if you know or you think you have a learning disability, please contact this phone number here for more information. They will do an exam, determine if you have a learning disability, and then you'll be able to have accommodations for the class itself. All right, and that is the end of the syllabus. All right, just to make sure, please email me the first day of class, and then sign up for the My Math Lab by Wednesday of this week. Thank you, and glad to have you in the class.